right. Good evening, everybody. This is Real Life Live here. Okay, and we're here for a Tuesday evening. Looks like it was. Seems like it was Tuesday just a couple of days ago. But yeah, we're here, and what we're going to talk about, as we can see on the board there, we drew a hat out of the hat bin there, and looks like it's the uh, Minnesota Twins. Yeah, that's who it is. Okay, and we're going to talk about the Twins here in a minute because it's just like a random team that I pulled out. And I said, yeah, well, we're going to just talk about them for a minute and look at some baseball news, although it's kind of slow. Then we're going to talk about another thing. We're going to talk about that case we've been following, but that's after we do the baseball part of the show here. So, like we were talking about here, is the Minnesota Twins. So, excuse me, who are the Minnesota Twins? Well, they're a pretty good team. They last year, in the AF Central, American League Central, they were the first place team in that division. They finished with a let's see 87 30 75 record. They were in first place and won the division. So good team. Uh, by the way, they went to the playoffs. They won the first series. They beat the Blue Jays and then they lose to Houston. Okay, Houston's a pretty good team. So uh, all told, they had a pretty good year, and so it's only gonna be six teams going in the playoffs. In the upcoming season, like every year now. And they were a good team, but they lost a couple of people. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just kind of go over or kind of skim over the roster now. Since they lost a couple of guys, and everybody's making changes. So they're one of the teams. As you look at the starting lineup here, they finished pretty. Let's see, in the home runs, they were number three in the home runs, so they hit a lot of home runs. Their team hit a lot of home runs. So I guess as I'm looking at this starting eight, and by the way, the lineup is if I graded it, eh, because they're not deep all the way up to about number six. Okay, so when I'm looking at that, their lineup grade would be like a maybe B, and because they do have some good players on the team. You were division winners. So the best players, by the way, Will Buxton when he can play, Korea when he can play, uh, Polanco. Uh, they're thinking about he might be moving. And they got the young player, the rookie who performed very well, Edward Julian. So I remember the names because I watched them play a little bit. Now with the pitching, they had good pitching, but they lost Sonny Gray. Okay, so that's a hit. But the other pitchers, as we look at them, that would be Lopez, Paddock, Ober, Ryan. All their earned run averages were very, very good, very, very decent. You know, all threes. And 3.8 is the highest. So that's in the grade B as far as grade average. So hey, they graded out as about a B team. They did perform very very well. They last year, coming up this year with the now everybody says it's a easy division, the AL Central. Uh, well, it's weaker than the West and the AL and the East. Okay, I'll give it that, you know. But as far as they go, the Twins, they put up good numbers as far as all the offensive numbers and the defensive numbers were good. We'll go over them. Well, right now here, like I said the home runs they were third in that. RBIs 10th. You know, so ISO the power number 5 with a 184 average, pretty good. Uh, let's see, B plus or with the ISO, that's a high ISO there. You know, so I would say almost in the green average there. So if you're now when you're looking at runs, hey, they're kind of up there with that too. You know, so yeah, the ISO is above average there, so they had a good year as far as offensively. And now we're going to talk about the pitching. The pitching's always really the key. Good bullpen, you know. So and with a good stop. Okay, I think it was Duval or something. I've got to look at that. But as far as the starting pitching, because we were kind of looking at that, and then we grade the bullpen because they graded out probably in a B average, you know, but earned run average. The pitching for the Minnesota Twins, it was number 5 with a 3.8 ERA. So very good. Hits allowed, number 6, very good. Runs allowed, the third fewest. Earned runs allowed, the 6th fewest. So they pitch very well, and you know, they had a good bullpen. We're just going over the Twins. Will have all the overall grades and the bullpens and all that, but this is just an outlook. And yeah, so as you look at the Twins, Minnesota Twins, as you come up to the upcoming season, they got good players in the starting lineup. The pitching's good, and they got a good bullpen. Well, that would, seems to me that they would be favorite to win the AL Central Division again. So, yeah, we looked at the Twins. Tonight we'll look at them again, because we'll be looking at all the teams in all the divisions, upcoming. So this is a random pick, and you got them. There it is. We kind of went over the Twins, and I'm telling you, they're a good team. So as we move on, and we're looking at the transactions, and it's really not a lot of things going on. The big deal is Coley Bellinger, so where is he going? Where is he going? Hey, kind of a thing that I've been thinking, hey, what about the Cardinals? But they never think about getting a big player like that. But yeah, he's there. He's available. You can you can put him in between of Goldsmith and Arenado. You could do it, Cardinals, if you were serious about really winning, or do you just want to, hey, let's kind of please them a little bit. And that's about it. That's what you do all the time. Okay, I had to kind of talk about them for a second here as we look at things, McCutcheon, he signed. Yeah, that's good for the Mets. New York Mets, that's good for the Pirates. Sorry about that. Good for the Pirates. McCutcheon, he's a Pirate. Okay, we were looking at the match because they're trying to get that Japanese player. Well, good luck. Hey, by the way, about that one Japanese player. Look, I'd be kind of leery of that. You know, they think about giving him just a boatload of money now. With Otani, yeah, well he, proves it. You know, every time he's hits and pitches, and he'll be pitching in 2025, rather. So now this pitcher from Japan, I forgot, Unomoro or something. Yeah, I had that too. But anyway, the guy that everybody's kind of looking at from Japan, the pitcher he's got a great stats there, but that's over there. That's over there. Okay, so we'll see. So and you know a lot of people trying to get them. So stay tuned on that. So yeah, and I was looking at we were talking about the Twins. Well, they have to replace a couple of pitchers. So but they'll probably they'll do that. And so and they're trying to trade Kepler, Max Kepler. So they'll see. They might be able to. I don't know. He's a decent ball player. With an OPS of 816. So hit 24 home runs. So yeah. Okay, so we looked at the Twins a little. We looked at a little bit of the things going on in baseball, in the world of baseball. Today, not much. And the Cardinals ain't doing nothing. So he'll talk a lot. They about what I saw the other day. We're looking. We're kind of in the mix. Man, you're always in the mix. I mean the mix. You're always in the mix, but never, you know, not in the final mix. You never do that. Okay, so yeah, we wanted to talk about a little b-ball today. So I started to say b-mo talks b-ball, but we won't do that. Okay, so as we come up to the upcoming season, yeah, I would pick the Twins, in one. But yeah, we got to look at a couple other things because there were a lot of changes. So, all right, that'll do it for the baseball part of this little broadcast tonight. What we really we're talking about or tracking another case here, you know. And that's the Bryce Rhodes case. They're in the, well, actually, he's been already convicted, found guilty of all the three murders that we were talking about on the previous videos. Okay, yeah. So we've been following the trial, and we were looking at it today. What they have the sentencing hearings today, first day. Okay, so what it is, yeah, y'all know what it is. They're talking about a lot of people. They're talking to people. They're explaining, trying to they can't reduce anything as far as this guy is Rose. Hell, he's gonna get light. Okay, so that's about it. So, but they're trying to, hey, I guess the defense, trying to make it. He's a good guy. Well, we'll talk about that. Then, the state was saying, hey, don't take this guy's a bad guy. We know it. I'm with that. Hey, so I talked about that earlier. Talked about how he bullied those kids. You see what I'm saying? And he intimidated them. Okay, because he had that gun. I mean, he's bigger. You see what I'm saying? They kids. And Actually, the kids, they got the babies. I call them babies because one of them was 14, one was 16. Now the 16, it was Maurice, 16-year-old. He was driving, and that's when Rhodes shot the guy in the street, Christopher Jones. That was the first scene that kind of started the whole, horrible, the horror, the horrible movie. Let's say the horror movie. Okay, so he was the star, you know, and then all the kids saw it. So right there, really, I mean, I don't want to, say it, but hell, he might as well went on and popped them right then because he knew he was gonna have to do something like that because that's the way he thought. Okay, so those kids though they idolized him, so and he took advantage of that. So we saw him in the court, as he's getting ready, go to jail for the rest of his life. I'm all down with that. But I was looking at him in the court. He's rubbing his chin, and really when he got the sent the convictions, he didn't really like he had this oh well kind of look. It wasn't like I said, he didn't blow up or nothing. So I think I mean, he just said, hey, I wanted to be, I wanted to get famous. Here's what I'm saying. He looks like he wants his 15 minutes of fame. He's going to get that fame. It'll be about a week of fame. But that's not worth it, dude. What you did was a punk move. So I'm saying because you took advantage of babies who looked up to you. Okay? They looked up to you. And you took advantage of that and did all that, and then you sitting up there and then you got your stepmom coming up there, didn't have your mom. I wonder why. You didn't have her. You had the stepmom. And she was just on and on about singing the praises of Bryce Rhodes, the triple murderer. So that was a no sale here, and she kept on going on and on. So we were looking at that, and I'm saying, well, but what we're gonna do, like we did the last trial that we had and covered on Real Life Live, we're gonna have in full the final sentence. In other words, how much time is Rice Rhodes going to get for these triple murders? And the judge, she'll come out. I think it's going to be Tuesday or Wednesday. She said it might be 2 days. They're all saying like, it might be 2 days. Okay. I'm down with that. Judge Julie Kaylin, that's her name, So, and she still got that bad cold, man. I hope she does something about that. So, yeah, they're waiting tomorrow. It should be the final sentence, and we'll be there live for all of it. So that's what we want to close with as we leave for the night. And so y'all just hang on in there with me. We, and with Real Life Live, and we'll be there when she says, hey, Mr. Rhodes, let's go to jail. And by the way, ain't no parole. And he violated parole like 105 times, 106 or something like that, whole lot. So he's gonna get what he deserves. We'll be there. Hopefully it'll be tomorrow when they say, hey, let's go to jail and just go to jail for the rest of your life. All right. Politics. COLLITICS. We're gone. I'll see you tomorrow. Real Life Live.